today's video, and I wanted to give my first impressions of the Switch 2, which was announced today at the Nintendo Direct. And first, I'm just going to start out with price point for $49.99. It will be up for pre-order at, I guess, all retailers as of April 9th, and it'll go on sale and be available actually June 5th. So it's really right around the corner. So that's exciting. However, at the price point of $449.99, not sure personally if I'm going to get it right away. The other key here is that the games are going to be $90 physical and $80 digital, which that is going to be a pain point for sure for a lot of consumers. Everybody's used to paying $60, $70 max for games right now, but 90, that is a big jump. And 80 for digital, that's a big ask in my opinion. And I think that's going to turn a lot of people off, but we'll see. N64 25 years ago, 30 years ago, was charging $75, $80 for games then, and the system was considered a success. So we'll see if Nintendo can pull it off. But as far as the system itself, what are the big differences between the Switch 1 and the Switch 2? Bigger screen, the frame rate is faster, or it has 120 frames per second. Again, the LCD screen is bigger. It is going to be in 1080p. It has HDR support. The Joy-Cons connect differently now. It no longer goes on those rails. It's actually a magnetic connection where you just push a release lever and they just come off. So that's pretty cool. It does have two USB-C ports. The Joy-Cons can be used as a mouse. I think that's probably kind of gimmicky. The system is backwards compatible, which is cool. But that brings us to the next question. Is it really a necessary upgrade? At this point, I don't think so. Great that it's backwards compatible, but why not just continue playing the Switch 1? I don't see, at least as of this point, what really differentiates it with the Switch 1, aside from being a little bigger, a little prettier. And the big thing right now is the games that are coming out. At launch, it seems like it's going to be Metroid Prime 4 and the new Mario Kart Worlds game. They weren't exactly clear as to what other games there would be immediately. They did do a lot of game announcements with some brief previews of games. However, they did not really do like a clear announcement as to what the launch title games were. Metroid Prime 4, that's cool in that it's also going to be on the Switch 1, so that actually negates the need for getting the Switch 2, especially since I don't think graphically there's going to be a huge difference. There is going to be an improvement in the Switch 2, but I don't think it's going to be a huge jump the way it was in prior generations. I think Nintendo takes kind of smaller increments in their uptick in technological jumps. So I don't think that's going to be that big of a deal. I think that's going to be very playable on the Switch 1. Mario Kart is the big one. It's cool that we're finally getting a Mario Kart game that's brand new. We've essentially been getting updates to since the Wii U, just with upgrades. So it's cool that we're finally getting a new Mario Kart game. Oh, and there's going to be a new Donkey Kong game that's coming out, Donkey Kong Bananas. I believe that might be around launch, if not exactly on launch. That looks cool. It's a 3D platformer along the lines of like Super Mario Odyssey, Super Mario Galaxy, you know, those type of games. And it looks really cool. That does look like fun. When I will pick up the Switch 2, I'm sure, at some point, and Donkey Kong Bananas is certainly a game that I will pick up. Same with Mario Kart Worlds. However, everything else hasn't really blown me away. They showed a lot of different games. They showed a Hitman game, a Hyrule Warriors. The Final Fantasy remake is going to be on it. 2K Sports is going to do WWE and NBA, Cyberpunk 2077. There is one cool game which I thought looked pretty awesome. It reminded me of almost Castlevania, and it was called Dusk Bloods or something like that. That looks actually pretty cool. It's a third person action game along the lines of like a God of War, something like that, but in a kind of a vampire Dracula kind of setting. When I at first thought it was a Castlevania game, so that looked pretty cool. Hades 2 looks pretty good. But again, nothing that really blew me away. The one game that really actually piqued my interest, and they really didn't show anything of it aside from a teaser, is there's going to be a new 007 game. So that's awesome. Um, yeah, I'm always excited for 007. GoldenEye is the gold standard for those games. Uh, a modern 007 in the mold of GoldenEye would be amazing. I'm definitely all for that. Another feature of the Switch 2 is the game chat, which is pretty cool. Basically, a chatting feature between you and other people online. That seems like it's going to be pretty neat. Another exciting feature, which I thought, which is a pretty good selling point, is it's going to have the old GameCube games available. Um, which is pretty neat. They showed F-Zero, Wind Waker, and Soul Calibur 2 so far. All excellent choices. I think the Nintendo Switch Online Plus is going to be pretty cool with the addition of the GameCube. So that's neat. And also you'll be able to buy a GameCube controller that is compatible with the Switch 2. So that's pretty exciting. Another game which I'm excited about is the Kirby Air Riders, which is a Kirby racing game, sequel to an old GameCube title, Kirby Air Ride. So that might be neat. But again, nothing that's like, wow, I must have this day one, especially at the price point that it's coming out. I think what I'm probably going to do is end up waiting for the upgrade that's inevitably going to come in a year or two, which is going to have, the bigger screen, the nicer screen, that kind of thing, the way they did with the Switch. So that's probably what I'm going to end up doing. Let me know what you guys think of the reveal today. I thought it was somewhat underwhelming. I was hoping to be blown away. I was not. I was surprised they did not announce a traditional Mario title at launch, the way Super Mario Odyssey came out at launch, Super Mario Sunshine, new Super Mario Brothers. It seems like every system Nintendo has ever done has released a brand new platform Mario, which this time they're not. So I think that might be a mistake, but we'll see. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you're going to be getting the Switch 2. Are you excited for it? Were you underwhelmed by the presentation? Let me know your thoughts. Please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Until next time, take care.